Hi everyone, it's Carissa at Sprinkled with Glitter, and I am here with a fun project for you today. I'm going to be making a little box and some mini cards to go inside that box. And I'm going to be using this hanging box die from Lifestyle Crafts. Now, Lifestyle Crafts dies are compatible with all of your different die cutting machines, so it's not a problem to use it with a Cuttlebug or a Sizzix or anything like that. So I know I get that question a lot. But this is the die, and I'm actually going to be giving away this die over on my blog too, so you can go over there and get some information on that. I also wanted to mention that these dies, the 3D bags, boxes, cards, tags, envelopes, the template dies from Lifestyle Crafts are on sale this week for 40% off at lifestylecrafts.com. And you can use the coupon code GLITTER to get another 20% off on that. So that's February 25th through March 3rd only. And the giveaway over on my blog will close on Saturday, March 2nd. And so that way, if you don't win the die, you can still take advantage of the 40% off on Sunday and order it from there. So I've gone ahead and pre-cut some of these shapes. This is my hanging box die here. And it also comes with this rectangle shape that layers perfectly on the front. I've cut this heart from some glitter paper and this banner from some textured gray cardstock. And these are both from the Tape It kit from Lifestyle Crafts. So you can get, these may not be on sale, but you can get the 20% off of those. So I'm going to go ahead and set some of these extra dies aside and we'll get working on the project here. I'm going to start by taking this piece of Neenah Solar White cardstock that I cut it with the rectangle that comes with the hanging box die. And I am going to emboss it using this Lifestyle Crafts Dainty Embossing Folder. And so I'm just going to place it in there and line it up and go ahead and run it through my die cut machine. Okay, and I don't know how well you can see that texture on there, but it's got this really cool circular texture, and you can actually use the back side on this one too, and it looks really cool as well. And hopefully if you can't see it in the video, that you'll be able to see it in the photos. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to go ahead and put this box together. And the nice thing about these dies is that they have all these perforated lines so you know exactly where to fold them. You don't have to score them. You can just fold them over. And the only place that you really have to have adhesive on this die is on this flap right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my score tape along that edge there. And I will fold this box up, and I will just fold this over to where those edges line up, and I have the beginning of my box. Now the rest of this is just simply tucking and folding these tabs in. So this goes just like this. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just folding those over and tucking that top part in. And then the bottom just folds up as well. So now I have my box all put together here, and you can see it kind of resembles like a little crayon box. So I thought this project would be especially fun to give to a teacher for a thank you gift. Kind of maybe a little surprise in the middle of the year, or maybe you can save it to the end of the year and give it to your teachers then. But I'm going to set the box aside and I'm going to go ahead and work on the front panel. And what I have designed is I actually have some cards that I've already put together that fit inside them. Side of this, there's some little mini cards. And I've cut this banner shape with from the Tape It kit from Lifestyle Crafts. And I'm just going to put some adhesive along the back of this and adhere it to this front panel. And then I can decide exactly how much of this I want to cut off. So I can kind of judge the length that I want it. And I'll just use my grid mat to help me line that up. And I can press that down. And then I can bring in my scissors and just flip this over and trim it off. So now I have that little banner on there. And for the cards, what I did was I cut this banner shape, and it's about 5 inches long when you cut it in its original form here. It's about 5 inches long, so I just cut these at 2.5 inches, and then I got 2 cards out of each one of these banners. I've also cut this heart from the Tape It kit collection out of some glitter paper, and I'm going to adhere that over the banner as well. And I'll just adhere that right on the front of the card, or the box front right about there. Move it over just slightly. All right, and in the end, this is all going to adhere to the front of the card. Next, I'm going to work on some stamped pieces, or a stamped piece, I should say, for the front of this. I'm going to be using Regal Rose ink. It's from Stampin' Up, and I'm just going to bring in the stamp set that I'm going to be using. This is Fun Flair by Technique Tuesday. It's designed by Ali Edwards, and I'm just going to be using this little hello circle up here. And it's a fun little set to kind of use for these little tiny greetings. And I just have a scrap piece of paper here that I can stamp it on. I will ink up my stamp. And just stamp it on there. And then I found that this little 3/4 inch circle punch works rather well for this. So I'm just going to punch that little hello out. So I have a little greeting there. I'm also going to use this little mini heart punch from Stampin' Up, and I am going to punch a piece of this Regal Rose cardstock and punch a little heart out of that as well. So there I have some elements for the front of my card. I'm going to be adhering these using the Sticky Thumb foam adhesive. This is also available at Lifestyle Crafts. And I'm going to use one of these larger rectangles for the hello piece. And then I'm going to use one of these itty bitty little squares. And they all come in the same pack together on the back of this heart. So I'm going to adhere these on the front of this box front as well. Okay, so I have those shapes adhered, and then I have some twine. This is from the Twinery. I'm going to kind of experiment with this. I'm not real sure if I want the twine on here or not, or if I just kind of want to leave it more minimalist. The cards don't have any twine on them, so I kind of thought that maybe adding it to the front of the box would make a cute little touch. But I also feel like this is running also vertically that it may not work. So I'm just going to kind of play with it here for a second, and I may or may not use it. Okay, so I've gone ahead and tied that twine on there, and I think I really like it. I just think it adds a fun little touch and makes it feel more like a gift than just leaving it plain. And it still coordinates with the cards that will go inside. And I'm just going to adhere this now to the front of my box. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just to add a little extra dimension, I'm going to adhere it on using the Sticky Thumb foam adhesive squares as well. Okay, so I have that adhered to the front of the box, and now I'm going to bring in the little cards that I made to show you how this all coordinates together. I have 4 little cards that I've made to go on the inside of this. I've used the same stamp set, the same layout and all that. I've just changed the colors and the stamps a little bit on each one so that they all coordinate with the box that I've made. And these actually measure 5.5 inches wide by 3 1/4 inches tall. And so you will score this at 2 3/4 to make this little mini card. So along the 5.5 edge, you'll score at 2 3/4 to make this little mini card, which measures 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. So I am going to go ahead and slip all of these little fun cards inside of my box. All right, and there you have the project for today, a super fun and easy project that you can make for teachers or for friends just to give them a little something to say thank you or just let them know that you're thinking about them. Don't forget to check out the sale over at Lifestyle Crafts, and don't forget to use the coupon code GLITTER to get an additional 20% off of the already sale price on these bag templates. And head on over to my blog at Sprinkled with Glitter, where you can enter to win a giveaway for this hanging box die. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.